Today's date is the 12th of August 2026. The time now is 11:58 p.m. What am I talking about? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Um, when season two is on, I forgot what I was talking about. Transport. Yes, transport in OBS. Or biodome. I can speak about many things. Um, but the money is for building your own. So on my project, I've got. I wanted to make an updated list of the projects. Uh, so yeah, updated list of the projects. I have to build it out. I've already got the old projects, the project there, but that doesn't is built. So you get Polyco, you get MookOS, you get all of them. I have to add more projects, because if I'm not going crazy, for £5 million, well, like literally used to build my own. So this video is for clarity. So with £5 million, I put in Aqua University, and if it does go there, if you remember, if it does go there, I don't think it will go there. But if it does, when it does, I have to build like my own. So that's all the project. You get all this projects, based on the github.com /OpenAccess certification. But I want to build transport, so public transport. So I'm gonna usually just focus on public transport because I also make a make a diary, make a video, make a journal, or log, something, because I have to make that thing to work on my relative of things, my relative things. So seriously, I want to build public transport. No trash public transport. That's basically standards, human standards anyway. Mm, double decker bus. Yeah. Two sided, double sided, two seater, double decker bus on each side, of the bus. Basically, I'll be building no, this will be on each side of the bus. This will be stability trams, and this one I'm building in Nigeria. I'm not building because basically I've been always remember what I was saying all these things. I have been talked by the President Tinubu in my head to build transport. Transport is a very important problem in Nigeria, so I have to solve the transport problem. Can I solve it? Yes. I study computer science, so I can't solve it. Guys, this sounds crazy, but this is one reality of mine I'm experiencing. So I'm just gonna come with it. So I just remember that the problem. I just why I started because I didn't just say I want to start transport, and I said I wanted to start because Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, said that we need transport in Nigeria. So this solve the transport issue in Nigeria. So we're gonna have public transport. No Ubers. Public. We're gonna have 100% efficient public transport in Nigeria across all demographics in Nigeria. And that's my promise, that's my mission. So, obviously, I said I will have transport in Nigeria. How can I sustain that? But public transport is a very important issue. Like getting from point A to point B using public transport, like not just Abia State, not just Abia State. We're gonna have all the public transport across Nigeria, across Nigeria. That's what I wanna across Nigeria. That's what I'm saying. Gonna have all professional outcomes. And I'll fix I'll also come. So I'm going to have to declare right too. So if I ever die in Nigeria, because you have to build I want you guys to build transport before I don't even have to die. Because you should build your own now. You shouldn't be learning from me that you should build your own. But I was gonna say if I have that, you should have public transport and public places you have in the public you have basically where the transport goes, But basically we're gonna have the pit stops, the stuff from the buses. You're gonna have all these things. You're gonna have lanes. You're gonna have lanes dedicated to buses. Like we're gonna have all this in Nigeria because transport is a huge issue in Nigeria, and I want to solve it. Oh, I want to solve because I remember I was a child. Basically, when I was a child, I wanted to solve this problem. Ah, I just remembered. So when I was a child, I wanted to. But this what Tinubu said. I just remembered it. So when I was a child, I wanted to solve transport in Nigeria because we don't have the same transport infrastructure in Nigeria. We don't. We don't. We take to everywhere. So I want to build a transport for Nigeria. So, um, so if I just get started building this transport for Nigeria, how would it be like logistically? Basically, I want to cover everywhere you go. So you're gonna have close to sit. Basically, I'm coming from a computer science background. So I'm thinking things like bi-directional, Dijkstra, A star scoring, uh, closeness, centrality, uh, all these algorithms that are used in computer science because I already know the problem at scale. So I'm gonna solve it. I promise I'm gonna solve it. So I'm gonna solve it by starting with some kind of a map of Nigeria. So basically, I have to get a map of local towns, cities. Basically, you have. Oh, I remember how to do this. Basically, you have a town in the city, town in the city. You have a city in basically you will have a house. You have a road. Let me see. You have in the hierarchy. You have it in basically you have a city in a town in multiple cities. you know, Basically, what I'm trying to do is like form that what I'm trying to do. So basically, I wanted to basically when I was young, I wanted to build transport for Nigeria, but I was in the UK. So I saw the solution the UK had. I believe I could do better. And this was when I was 9 years old. When I came to UK, I'm now 25, and the idea of this is to have public transport in Nigeria. We have to have that public transport solved, so no one will be stepping on mud to go out in Nigeria. So Nigeria have the best public transport in the world. Yeah, that's what our problem is. We have the most cleanest best. Because because just public transport, best public transport in the world, and that'll be the goal. Because it's all competed. It can all be competed, and if I can pull this off, guys, I've literally built something that I would never have to worry again of transport or money. But basically, as a policy, basically, you can use a same travel card everywhere you go with no money. Which is free to travel. I want it to make it free to travel. But who will pay for it? It has to come out of the money for somewhere. So I have to find a system. But I don't think it's good to have free travel. So I'm making everybody disabled to have free travel. Saying if you're disabled, you have free travel. You get dial right. You get dial right. So if you have a different system, dial right. But that's in UK. So I feel like I could solve this problem. Now I'm 25 years old. So that's a transport problem. Because transport problem is like a Nigeria we call it transport problem. We have a problem for it. Scientific. We have a map. We have all these things, but we don't have good transport. So we have to have trains. So we have. Let me try to do the try to So we have method of transport. You have trains, trams, we have bus, we have car. No cars, guys. I don't know. Public transport is not a car. You can use a bus. No cars or taxis. Nope, that's no problem. Listen, I want this to be taxis, but I don't want you guys to pay for. I don't want you guys to pay for it. So I want you guys to. It's not a personal. It's a pound die. You're gonna have bus, trams, trains. You're gonna have scooters. Scooters. You're gonna have bikes. You're gonna have bikes. You're gonna have bicycles because we have bicycles. No, you're gonna have bicycles. You can't have bikes. You can't have to have bicycles. You have the scooters, e-scooters, electric scooters. You can have that. You can have e-bikes too. Your e-bikes, e-bicycles, or e-bikes. You have that's a moped. Wait, a moped is a scooter you ride on. So you're gonna remember that, Namdi. You're gonna have all of this. What am I thinking now? So we're gonna have the best of the best for public transport. We're gonna have the best of the best for public transport. Yeah, it's gonna have the best of the best for public transport. So that's I cannot make this. I cannot make this up. But I can borrow all the specification in the world, but no budget. But what's my budget for this project? What's my budget? I'm gonna say I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna use pounds. I'm gonna convert this to naira. I'm gonna pick 5 million pounds is the budget. Yeah. Why 5 million? I don't want to do 5 million. Let me just say 5 million pounds. Because if I put 5 million pounds into this plan, I'm pretty sure I can eradicate all the issues, But it's not a reasonable number. It hasn't really been thought about. So I'm gonna remove 5 million pounds for now. So I haven't even thinking about this properly. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to weigh the options. You have to get it properly. So to build trams. Obviously, a tram has a track, and it can be on a public street. So it has a track. So I love trams. I love trams. I love trains. I love bicycles. I love buses. I love what else do I love? I love scooters. I love what else is there? There should be no car, car like a car on a public road. Like a Uber or like coming on a bus stops. I don't like want to have public transport. I don't like this kind of idea having a taxi, on a public transport or on a transport. I don't like this kind of as far because it's intervening in the whole public services. It's not gonna be good. So I don't like the idea. I want it all public and basically make a fine for people, and you go to jail. You get detained. Because I don't like it. I really hate it. If you're driving literally where the bus is going to drive. You don't need to do that, because you get detained, guys. It's not funny to me, because you get detained and you get a fine. It's really nice. Basically, I'm saying we need to clean up corruption because corruption is basically a problem. No loitering. We have space. Basically, breathing, living, and working spaces. You know what I'm saying? That's the idea. So I started this video with the kind of something I do want to start with, like bi-directional dijkstra algorithm, which is basically used for maps. Basically, the basically, I know people that can do this in Nigeria very well. Because it's all a company, but I want them to be public transport. I want them to transport. The transport problem is a big problem. Transport is an issue in Nigeria. Transport is one of the fundamental issues in Nigeria. How to get from point A to point B, and I want to solve it. I want to solve it. I want to solve the transport problem. I want to solve it here and now forever. So I want to try so people can get from here to point B. I can start working on the transport problem by taking up maps in Nigeria, taking pictures of Nigeria of the roads. But but who will let me implement it? I don't know. I'll implement it because I'm Nigerian. So if I solve for myself, I can get from point B to point B. I want to go from Owerri, only bus. Yes, Owerri to Enugu, only bus. I want to go from Enugu to Nnewi, only bus. I want to go from Nnewi to Oyo, only bus. I want to go from Ibu, from Owerri, all the way from Owerri, all the way across the strip of the southeast. And the northeast, no, the southeast and the north, southeast only. I'm gonna start with the southeast, but I'm gonna solve the problems. I want to only solve problems here, so I can write computer programs to do it, efficiently. But I want to write them code myself, so I really started. So transport is a huge issue. So basically, we're gonna have trains, trams, bus, bicycles, scooters, and dialer ride services. Dialer ride services. That's fine. I moved on, guys.